Hey Joel Bowlers, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to see Jack at ProjectH2 to go get my serial numbers engraved onto my gel blasters. So come check it out. So tell me what ProjectH2 is all about.
So initially, best mate and myself, we got together and we wanted to basically change our lives, get away from the normal mundane lifestyle of working in an office. We're two guys that are very much focused in being creative and developing things. So we found that having a laser broadened our horizons of what medias we could work with, and it's just endless in what you can create. We can tap into anything from weddings through to helping out in the gel blaster community with serial numbers. We can make dinosaurs. It's just endless.
It does seem pretty cool. I mean, the idea of doing custom engraving on lots of different things.
Yep.
I mean, it's not just limited to serial numbers. You know,
Yep.
you can do your little custom logos on
Yeah, we
blasters
can do
too,
logos.
so-
If teams have their own logo, such as yourselves with the Mercenaries,
Mm-hmm.
we can engrave that on your blaster as well, or even on gear, leather patches for hats. Yeah, there's
That's
lots of medias
awesome.
we can work with.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So at any point, did you think that you would end up doing gel blasters, serial numbers and stuff like that, or
Not at all.
just came out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere. So originally we started looking into getting this was just after they basically changed the laws in that area. And, you know, I was a part of the team. I was doing it for fun, recreation, healthy for your mental and physical.
Yep.
And I was concentrating on getting this up as a business for marketing, mostly weddings at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And just saw, well, a niche, like people were contacting on the forums and saying, hey, where do you get them engraved?
Yeah.
And I've heard through other people that they've gone to gun shops and being quoted ridiculous prices, and I'm like, yeah, well, I could help out there.
Yeah. That's it.
So I got a couple of friends together. We got some of them had some receivers that were broken. We did a couple of test runs.
Yeah.
And found it to be incredibly efficient.
Turns out it works out really well.
Yeah.
I mean, how much would you charge for a single gel blaster engraving?
So it's difficult. The machine itself, you're supposed to, by the industry, charge $5 to $6 a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the cost of the machine, we're trying to keep it as low as we can.
Yeah.
But I have to. It's weird how we scale our pricing.
Yeah.
If you only got one blaster, the pricing goes up, $25 a blaster.
Yeah.
But the more you have, we keep dropping the price. And we have had people come in and have large amounts, and we've even dropped the price more just to help them out. Like, the community is struggling.
Yeah.
And I'm doing our best to keep the price reasonable. I have to make a buck as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've heard of people getting charged $80 or more.
That's crazy.
At the gun shops, and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's very kind, and a lot of people do need it at the moment, especially after quite a few people lost jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's affected everyone dramatically. It's sad, it really is.
So how long does it usually take to engrave something?
It varies. Of course, if you've got one blaster, when you take into account that we have to take your serial number, prep it on our data on our engraving lab, it's a program, and that actually controls the machine. So we go in there, we set it up there, we get the measurements, and also we make the adjustments of how much power we're putting through.
Yep.
So certain plastics, as I've discussed earlier on, will take less or more. Nylon is fantastic. You can put a really hard engrave in that and get a crisp result.
Yep.
But some of the cheaper plastics, like you get on your Gen 9s and that, you'll bubble if you go over the top. So at the end of the day, we want to get the most beautiful, crisp finish.
Yeah.
For myself being an enthusiast, I don't want it to look like it doesn't belong there.
Yeah.
I want it to look natural and a part of the actual toy.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, that's you get the programming in. Once you get the programming, as you saw before, it's really quick.
Absolutely.
One of the other time-consuming points is each blaster, generally speaking, has a different shape, different balance. I have to make sure that I prop it to be perfectly level. If you do not do that, you'll get one area of your engraving being nice and crisp, and the other one will start to flare or blur.
Yeah.
So that's mostly where the time is. The actual engraver itself, when it operates, is very quick. We have it on a setting that does 600 meters per second.
Wow.
So it's quite quick.
That's awesome. So what has ProjectH2 been up to lately?
We've been really busy actually lately. We got a great opportunity to be a part of Gamaraka Medieval Fair.
Oh, awesome.
We were on a short list, and luckily someone pulled out, luckily for us, and we had 4 weeks notice. And at that point we didn't really have any children related products, and we were placed in the child section of that fair. So we spent the last 4 weeks developing products for children, and we also had products for tabletop gaming like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
And we found during that event, the tabletop products boomed. It's been a great response, great feedback, and we're backlogged at the moment trying to get those products out.
Yeah.
So it was quite an interesting event.
Epic.
We also did things like, heads that, trophy heads, I guess you can call them.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We've got stags, we've got dragons, boars and unicorns. So we're working on some other products. We have dinosaurs that we're making, a big T-Rex. We have castles that we've made now.
Yeah.
So we're really branching out there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, yeah, it's really exciting.
It definitely interests me, especially how you can pretty much make anything.
It's amazing what you can do. We can even do cars and like those 3D puzzles you get, except it's not out of cheap balsa wood.
Yeah.
And they're really detailed. We're working on some really cool pieces at the moment.
Well, thank you for doing my engraving today and supporting the gel ball community in general, and I really hope people take this opportunity to come and have a look at his store online and organise either getting your own blasters done or even looking into some D&D stuff. So thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure.
Not a worry. Thank you.
Thank you. It's coming across the machine. And bam. Bam 514. Alright, and we tell it the origin. That's where we are now. We'll do just a quick sample before I start. Gen 9s, you've got to be careful. The plastic's pretty thick. Nice. Focus. Drop the bed. Fit the blaster in. Focus on the new media that we're going to be doing it on. Focusing in, you will not get a clean engrave, and that's totally defeats the whole point of spending your money. You want to make sure that it's perfect. When we find our location, I like to tuck them up in the corner here on the receiver.
Nice.
And then we do a frame out to confirm that the client is happy before we proceed.
Perfect.
And that's a really good, nice tight spot there. And I know it's squared off because it's squared off to top head.
Yeah, excellent.
And this is where the magic happens. And we won't touch it until we have a look. we might do another run to get a bit deeper. I'm going to go one more run.
One more?
Yeah, you're fine with Gen 9s. If you go too high a setting, you'll start bubbling the plastic. It's a bit of cheaper plastic, and you can tell by the smell. Anyway, that's perfect.
That looks great.
We'll give it a slow clean.
Yeah, look at that. It's perfect. It's just what you need. Good quality.
Get a bit of moisture, that will take the paint off.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so here I am, getting ready to go into Safe Hole and finally get these officially registered. They've all been engraved. Thanks again to Jack for doing the engraving for me. Fantastic work. Also a big thank you to the people in the job hall community that have supported me. Been struggling financially lately, and being able to register these blasters today is only because of the kindness of the people in the job hall community that you know, I've supported for a long time, and they're supporting me in return. So I thank you all very, very much, and let's get out and let's play gel ball some more.
Let's go get registered.
That's right. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.